Hi, hello everybody. It's Mrs. E. I'm back again, and today we're going to talk about science. We're going to do a science lesson, and the topic is about the day sky. Let's start with the sky. What is the sky? Where do you see it? Anybody know? Come on, Ajay, Shane, Olivia, Kalel, Sammy, do you know where the sky is? Would the sky be inside or would the sky be outside? That's right, I heard someone say it. The sky is outside. It's the place where you see the sun, the moon, clouds, and stars. Today we're going to focus on the day sky. And in the day sky, I'm going to use my pointer. We're going to take a look at our picture here. This is the day sky. You can tell that it's the day because it's nice and bright. And in the day sky, you see the sun. Does anybody know anything about the sun? What does the sun give us? Think back, we've talked a lot about this. Yes, the sun gives us light and heat. The sun, by the way, boys and girls, is a great big star. In fact, it's the closest star to planet Earth that there is. And it gives us, one more time, light and heat. Very good, very good. Also, when you look at this picture, which was taken outside, you see the great big sky, and in it the sun, and clouds. Clouds. Now, I know when you look up and you see the clouds, you're thinking that they look like cotton balls, don't they? Sometimes they do look fluffy, but they're really not cotton balls at all. Clouds are a mass of teeny tiny water droplets. Yeah, and they float in the sky. And when they get very, very heavy, they fall to earth as either rain or, if it's very, very cold outside, snow. So let's go back to our picture one more time of the day sky. Here it is. Again, the sky is above us. It's over us. And it's everything you see. There are many things you see in the sky. It's the place where you see the sun and the clouds. And next week, maybe we'll talk a little bit more about a night sky. You would see the moon and the stars. But again, here we're looking at, is it day or night? Who can tell me? Day sky. Good, the day sky. And in that day sky, one more time, we see the sun, which is a giant star. It gives us, everybody say it with me, light and heat. Very good. And these fluffy things in the sky, what do we call them? Clouds. Clouds. What letter do you think that starts with? Listen. K, k. Letter C. Clouds. Yeah. And again, they're not made of cotton. They're made of teeny tiny water droplets. A whole mass of them together. And they float along in the sky, in the day sky. Yes, yes. All right, now we're going to turn the page because we know all our vocabulary. Sky, the place where you see the sun, the clouds, the moon, and the stars. Sun, a giant star in the day sky which lights up our world. It gives us light and heat. And clouds, floating along, made of teeny tiny water droplets. Now, I do want to show you something. Let's look at our next page. When you wake up, right? When you wake up, you see the sun. It is daytime, and during the day you work, you play, you have your meals, and then it becomes darker at the very end of the day. So daytime turns into nighttime. Now, let's look at our pictures because we have 3 times during the day where the sun might seem like it's moving. But the sun really isn't moving, boys and girls. No. What is moving is our planet. Does anyone remember what planet we live on? We live on planet Earth. Very good. And I know you know this. Planet Earth is made up of water. All the blue on my ball here, or I could call it a globe, represents water. All the other colors represents land. Why, there's our country. Our country is in North America. And you can see it in the pink here. We live in the United States of America. But let's get back to different times during the day. The morning, the noon, and the afternoon. And if you look at each of these pictures, the sun is in a different place. It's on the horizon here, eastern horizon, and then it appears to move in the noon, like when you're having your lunch, that would be considered noon. The sun looks like it goes from the left of the house to above the house. And then in the late afternoon, when you're going home from school, it looks like the sun is moving again to the right of the house. Here, it's to the left. Here, it's over the house. And in the afternoon picture, it's to the right. Was the sun moving? I hope you were listening, because the answer is no. The sun never, ever moves. It doesn't move. What's moving is our planet, planet Earth. Planet Earth is constantly spinning round and round, just like a top. And I knew I saved this for some reason, and today is the day that I'm going to use it. I'm going to use a force. I'm going to push down, and I'm going to pull up. And we've done that in class. We've done forces. We've done push with me, and we've done pull. Well, today I'm going to push down, and I'm going to pull up. And this is how our Earth moves. It spins round and, having trouble here. It spins round and round, just like this top. It's constantly spinning. We don't feel it because it spins so fast. So, is the sun moving? No. Our planet is moving. It's always spinning and spinning and spinning. We see the sun in the sky during the day. We also see clouds and other objects in the sky. Sometimes you might see an airplane in the sky. During the day, the sun seems to move across the sky, but it's really not moving. Our planet is moving. In the morning, it rises in the east, they say. So it's here to the left of the house, and then it moves to, at noon, over the house. And in the afternoon, they say the sun sets in the west. It appears to be going down. But again, it's our planet that is moving. But it does appear that the sun moves at different times of the day. And that's a good thing, because you know what? Just by looking at the sun, you can tell what part of the day is it. Is it morning? Is it afternoon? Or is it noon? When the sun is directly over us, it is noon. All Now, let's take a look. It says circle the sun in each picture. So I'm going to take my marker, and in the first picture that represents morning, I'm going to circle the sun. And it looks as if it's to the left. It's rising in the east, and then it sets in the west. During noon, the sun is right over the house. In the afternoon, when you would be going home from school, it sets in the west. It's to the right of the house. Yes. Now, that is what the day sky looks like. Let's take a look at our next page. They want you to know that when objects are close or near Earth, objects near Earth, they look big. And when objects are far away, they seem to look smaller. Yeah, they seem to look smaller. So we're looking at seagulls. They are the same birds, the same kind of birds. And by the way, what are birds covered with? Are they covered with scales? Everybody, no. Are they covered with hair and fur? Everybody, no. Are they covered with feathers? I'm hoping everyone is saying yes, they are covered with feathers. So these are the same kind of birds, the same size, but this bird is nearer, closer to Earth. And that bird is far away, up in the sky. So even though it's the same bird and they're the same size, one looks bigger because it's near Earth, and one looks smaller because it's far away from Earth. Well, they want to know what is in the day sky, and they want us to draw a picture. Well, if I was going to draw a picture of the day sky, I would draw land that's outside. And remember, the sky is above us. So I'm going to go over the land. It's above us. And I'm going to draw what we see there. Well, in the day sky, we see the sun. Very good. Who remembers what is the sun? It's a star. Very good. And by the way, the sun is made out of gas. It's not a solid like this ball. It's not a liquid like the water in your bottle. It's a gas like the air around us. And it's very, 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 very hot. Nobody can go to the sun and visit. No way. We are miles and miles away. But that sun is an important star to us because it gives us light and heat. So the most important thing in our sky is the sun. Very important for planet Earth. And then sometimes you see these. No, they're not cotton balls. What are they? Ah, yes, they are clouds. Again, they're made of tiny, tiny water droplets all together in a mass. And they float along until they get too heavy. Then they come down as precipitation. That's a big word. And if it's warm out, it's rain. And if it's very, very cold out, then it looks like snow. I know all of you like snow. Grouchy old Mrs. E doesn't like it, though. No, I don't find snow fun, but I know you do. So here we go. Now, how about I put a bird in our picture, too? I'm going to circle this bird because you can see he is near the Earth because he's much bigger. And I'm going to circle these birds because they are far away and they look very small. So I'm going to put a bird in the picture that's close to Earth and it looks very big. Now I'm going to draw a bird that's flying up in the air far, far away, all the way up. It's going to look a lot smaller because it's further away from Earth. This bird is near, it looks bigger, and this bird is far, so it looks smaller. It looks smaller. Good job. Now, let's turn our page. Let's take a look, and we're going to sum it up with our activity. Okay, with our activity page. And we're going to look at the first row. Okay, this is the first row. It's the red dot row. Again, remember, rows always go across. And they want us to circle the sun in the morning. Do you remember when the sun is first coming up? It rises in the east, and we know our directions. Yes, we do. All right, it rises in the east, and I'm going to circle the sun, which is next to the house. That's what it looks like in the morning. Again, does the sun move throughout the day? No, it does not. It is our planet Earth that spins around and around and around, just like this top Mrs. Z showed you. I used a force to push it down, and I pulled it up, push, pull, and it spins round and round, just like our planet. So it's not the sun that's really moving, it's planet Earth. But because planet Earth is spinning, it makes the sun appear in different places in the day sky. In the morning, it's low. Okay, at noontime, it's over the house. In the afternoon, it seems to sink down in the west. Now, it says for number 2, here's your morning sun. Circle the sun in the middle of the day. Well, that would be the sun at noon. When you go to have your lunch in the cafeteria, we consider that noontime. So let's just circle that sun. It's over the house. That's what it looks like at noon. Now, the last row has a blue square. It says circle the sun in the afternoon when you're going home. Well, we know it's not looking like this because that's the morning sun. We know it's not looking like this one because that's the sun at noon. But this is the one, that's the one it looks like when you are going home on your school bus. So we have morning sun, noon sun, and late afternoon sun. Yes. Well, I want you to give some thought to this. After the late afternoon, it gets a little bit dark and we start to see the night sky. And I'm going to tell you, you will not see the sun until the very next day when you wake up again to start your playing and your working and all the things that you do during the day. So you can say, good night, sun. There's a book, Good Night, Moon. Good night, moon. Maybe I will read that to you next time when we do the night sky. But we can say, goodbye, sun. I'll see you tomorrow. Now today, boys and girls, you could make a beautiful picture. You can use cotton balls for clouds. Even though we know clouds are made of water droplets, you can make a great big sun in the sky, knowing that the sun is really a star. It gives us light and heat. And you could put something else in the picture. Perhaps you want to put your own house in the picture. And you can decide, do you want to put the sun in the morning position? Or do you want to put your sun over your house, which would say noon? Or you could put your sun down here in your picture, which would indicate late afternoon. You can make that decision. And also I want to tell you that if you go on BookFlix and you have all the information that you need to go on BookFlix, you have your username and password, there's a very good story. It's called Chicken Little. Chicken Little. And in this story, poor Chicken Little, she thinks the sky is falling. Could that really happen? No, the sky cannot fall. It cannot. But we know this story is fiction, boys and girls. It's fiction. So enjoy it, and I'm also going to send you a special science link, and in that link you will find a very nice activity and lesson based upon the day sky. Enjoy, my friends. Until tomorrow, I hope you had a very nice day learning about the day sky. I know I did. Mwah! See you again real soon.